Good evening, Ahmed. Good evening, infidel.
Hey-E-I-O-Yo.
You heard the French here? Some of that shit goes way over my head. Right? I've never heard these expressions. And the worst is when the metro gets stuck in the city. You ever hear the metro guys get on the speakerphones? Attention tous les passagers!
You ever see these people that walk around? Yo, you got that kush? Yo, man, you got that skunk? Hey, bro, you got a dude? Hey, you got any trees? Hey, you got that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I haven't dated forever, and I only eat in the middle of the night because I'm asleep during the day. Like, I can't say anything.
I really wanted to be part of, like, get into the entertainment industry for a very long time, and I tried acting, and I was terrible at it. It was so hard for me to not be myself, and comedy allows you to really be authentic and true to who you are. And entertain people by making them laugh, which I think is the most rewarding aspect of it. Making people, the sound of laughter is like my favorite thing.
When men orgasm music, we're getting to a pool of cold water. We're just like, ah!
A little while ago, I got booked to do a show in over in Kingston. Yeah.
The very first day of Canadian school, I met a girl named Sarah. I said, "Oh, hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you." She said, "It's Sarah." These people. You're lucky I didn't call you shit-face. Do you guys smell that? Is it just me, or does it smell a little like Jew in here?
Comedy, if I knew that I would be making this much money here, I would have just like gone back to the Philippines and made Nikes.
I didn't want to at all. But like it just happened. Like it just happened that like started hosting a bunch of shows, and yeah, it kind of just fell into it.
Mommy, why did that man do that? It was ours. And the mother and public was like, "Oh, I'm sure he bought it for you. He's not that mean. People aren't that mean. There's no." And I'm like, "You fucking bitch." And I went up to them, I took them out, and they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, I just crumpled them. Chuck it in, grow up, assholes.
Flying out with the all-black tour, fucking came here via Honda Civic. That's how.
Comedy kind of just came to me, you know what I'm saying? It just came to me. I wanted to be a singer, that grew into acting, got kicked out of college. Now I do comedy, it's amazing. Now I'm touring, so take that, pow!
You guys gave us Sean Desmond and Danny Fernandez. I hate you. Look at that. Even you know it too. You're like, oh fuck. I got those. You know who Sean? You guys know who Sean Desmond is. Remember? It's like when he did that dance in the video like this. You're like, oh my god. He ruined R&B in one move. He's like, oh, who the fuck? What R&B artist does this kind of? Whoa, what you want, girl? Like, what? How do you walk up to a girl like that? Like, hey, what are you doing later? Oh, you want to go out? Like, it's the fucking shit.
What right does the government have to interfere with the lives of you know, law-abiding, responsible therapists by taking away their future clients? I just think like that. But okay, now let's say that was a new joke that didn't work.
Stand up. We always use the similar jokes, and we try to perfect them and stuff like that. And yeah, but it's always a different experience.
Where's my Evian water? No, I'm kidding, that was a joke. Yeah, I was a class clown, I was always cracking jokes, I came from a funny family.
I didn't think you were gonna leave the club gay tonight, but you did. I'm not gonna fuck him, but I do that to people, you know what I mean? Like, is your boyfriend over here? No? Well, it's a good thing he's not, because if he was, somebody was going to break up tonight.
I just, enjoy doing comedy. I always like comedy, and it looked like a fun job. You know what I mean? I get to drink and sexually harass women, and I don't lose my job at the end of the week.
Silence! I kill you!
As you can probably tell by now, there's obviously something wrong with me. That's that I'm a black man trapped in a white man's body.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep that energy going. It is our first time. Please be super supportive.
Excellent. I'm going to keep the show moving right along here. Bring up this next actor who's also relatively new to the stage.
And give it up for a name that I forgot. God damn it, Melanie Asaf!
Keep it up going for Nick Brazil, everybody!
Here, but a very funny. Please give it up for Melanie Asaf.
worse than to catch your parents doing it? I mean, no, for real, whenever you're at school or hanging out with your friends out in the night, they will find every opportunity to just do it at home, you know? I remember one time I was on my way home from school, you know. Normal day, you know, I turned in the key to open the door. I opened the second door and I saw my parents doing it. And I don't know, like, oh my God, my virgin eyes. I saw them doing it. And you know, my mom starts to ask me, Mal, have you ever heard of knocking? Why? Why would I knock into my own home? I just went to my room to see if they have done it there, and ironically it smelled like Febreze. I don't know, you know? But, you know, truth be told, I knew that something wasn't right, so I kept on sniffing and sniffing my room. And when I went to the bed, when I went towards the bed, the only thing that could come out of my mouth was, "Ça sound down bass swing, is it?" Oh. And nowadays, you know, I sleep on the floor with my new best friend, Mr. Clean.
Today we're gonna draw some pictures of your family. Yeah, so I did mine. She came, she's like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful, but you made a mistake. You made your mom white." And I was like, "So what? I made my dad purple. Who the fuck cares?"
I just realized tonight that I was funny. I was like, I can actually do this as a career. I don't know, when I was a little kid, I was a class clown, I guess, yeah.
I think you'll hear this all the time, how women aren't funny, and that's why I created the She's Canadian A Comedy Festival, to prove that women are hilarious. I mean, I'm not saying every single woman is funny, but I don't think every single man is funny either. But the women were definitely viewed as not funny. I hear it all the time. If I ever get a compliment, it's always like, "Hey, you're really funny for a woman." It's like a backhanded compliment.
Oh yeah.
You know? So definitely it's harder. It's harder for women in the industry, but at the same time, I think there's a demand for female comedians. But you just have to prove yourself. So you'll get shots to get on stage, and people will want to hire you, but they'll be tougher judges on you than on a guy.
I remember one night I was with a girl, I was like 20 years old, I was already doing stand-up, and I did a show in Washington, D.C. And after the show, one of the waitresses came back to my hotel. She was really cute, and we're making out in my hotel, and she's into it. She's like humping me. So I start putting my hand up her shirt, and she stops me. I'm like, okay. So then we're making out more, and I start putting my hand on her ass, and she stops me. So after a while, she went home. Nothing happened. And then the next night I saw her at the club, and she goes, "Hey, what happened last night?" I was like, "What?" And she goes, "How come we didn't have sex?" I was like, "'Cause you didn't want to." She's like, "Yes, I did. I was really into it." I was like, "Well, why did you keep stopping me?" And she goes, "'Cause I wanted you to just go for it." I was like, "What does that mean?" She says, "I'm kind of weird. I get turned on when a guy just gets frustrated and just holds me down and fucks me. Like, that's a big turn on for me." And I was like, "Well, you should have told me. I would have happily done that for you."
Get on stage. Get on as much stages as you can. The audience is your true teacher.
Just write, and get on stage as often as you can. That's it.
There'd be nothing else. This is it. No plan B. The plan B is to stick to plan A. So if you like something in life, just stick to it. Be persistent, and dreams can come true. I don't know. I feel like I'm on a TV special. So are we done now?